Topic: Rogues Gallery. What comes first? Setting your characters. This is hopefully going to be a 10-minute video, and I've done hundreds of videos, but only a small fraction, maybe 10, 20, 30 at the most, I have online. One of these days, hopefully, someone with video editing skills, goes through the whole entire thing and picks out the best and deletes, the ones that aren't that good. Yeah. Um, why 10 minutes? Well, because in first edition AD&D, of course, you have the 10-minute turn, right? And did I say the topic is the Rogues Gallery? Um, okay, then let's see what I have here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hack this URL. Okay, WG0 becomes RG for Rogues Gallery, and then WG0 again becomes RG. Okay, good hack. And don't worry, it's not like real hacking or anything like that. Currently, my host for my fan-based web projects, and of course, it's a fan thing, so it's all free. I don't want any money, thanks. Um, well, I do, but not for what I do as a hobby. Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there like that too. Where of course, first edition AD&D is just a game. It's not. How do you say it? Um, how about let's do this. We'll leave it at that. It's just a game like poker, chess, Monopoly, and go back and read page 9 of the Dungeon Master's Guide. Yeah. Um, I totally forgot. What I was about to say. I mean, I confuse myself sometimes, but that's all right. The way that my memory works is that most of the time, a few minutes later, I come around to it. Yeah. So, the Rogues Gallery. What can I say about it? I'm having some pretty good fun putting it together. And we started off with an image of Greyhawk. So the default setting for this, since Greyhawk is the most popular setting among first edition AD&D fans, is that when I'm doing the NPCs, I do them so that all of the numbers from the original Rogues Gallery are there. Okay. Um, Now I've crossed the line sometimes here and there, and there might be a number, and then I might do a strike through horizontal line. And okay, maybe I shouldn't have been doing that. But still, all of the numbers are there intact, and every once in a blue moon you'll see, that line through there. One of the big difficulties in doing this is matching the data in the original Rogues Gallery to the art that I find, and just for fun, you don't have to play things always like official 100%, that kind of thing. Guidelines, the concepts of distortion and disregardment. Again, I refer back to page 9 of the DMG, are pretty cool things. And what can I say? Ah, so here's my formerly mint copy of the Rogues Gallery, and unfortunately, it's down to near mint. Yeah. Oh well. And I'm looking at Gallon World Second Edition on the table there. I mean, if we go back to the Dungeon Master's Guide, page 112 and 113, the thing is that, well, the Boot Hill and the Gallon World that they're referring to are probably first edition Boot Hill and first edition Gallon World, right? So the way that I do things, I really like the second edition Boot Hill, 64 pages, and I really like the second edition Gamma World. Yeah. So I've found those books, and one thing that I'm doing way too much here, guys, I'm sorry, is that article in the Best of Dragon Volume 2, Gates. It's about Gates by Ed. And Ed used to work 10 or 15 minutes walk north of my high school. There are way too many gate walkers in what I've done, and so it's important to keep in mind that everything that I'm going to be uploading the first time around, it's just a rough copy. So there's a lot of brainstorming. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be there but I just left them as is because that's where I was at that time at that moment. And what else can I say? Uh, yeah, too many gatewalkers. That's one. Two references to Satan, and people might be, what? And I'd be like, man, no worries, man. Best of Dragon Volume 2, The Politics of Hell, and Satan is there in detail. But the thing is that it's very important to keep in mind, if my memory serves me right, and I don't like quoting or paraphrasing Gary Gygax unless I have a citation to back it up. But off the record now, I can say that he wasn't really into the idea of bringing in um, what some might call the Abrahamic mythos into first edition AD&D gaming. Okay, um, the article about the politics of hell was written by a Toronto guy by the name of Alexander von Thorn, who had a really cool FLGS called the World House. And in the games that I run, I've got no problem with the inclusion of everything in Dragon Magazine, basically, including Satan. Although the thing is that eventually, hopefully, those references get excised, from the whole entire compilation, that kind of a thing. Although Saint Cuthbert stays, of course, and if we're really lucky, I might be able to find something archaeological. Hold on a second, guys. Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. Dude, check this out, man. Well, you probably can't read it, but you can see a book there, and I'll read this for you. British Library buys Europe's oldest book. If you're handling an old book about the size of a new paperback book and it's worth £9 million, almost 16 million, you'd best be careful. And it is, I'm just going through the paragraph. That's Celestine. He's been trying to convert me to Christianity for I don't know how long, 17 years now. Unless it's my friend of mine. Hold on a second. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Celestine. No worries. I'll phone her back. Hardcore Baptist, eh? So, and maybe we'll have a debate about, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, later. But anyway, it was the Gospel of St. John slipped into the oak coffin of St. Cuthbert sometime after his death in 698 AD at a monastery in northeast England. Wow, So, the thing about too many gatewalkers. Who do I blame for that? Yeah, I'll blame Gary Gygax, page 112 and 113 of the DMG. So yeah, cool. I should add more detail there, but when it gets to the point that every second character is coming through gates or moving through them, I think that's just a little bit too much, And what other things that I think are the downside of things. Nothing comes to mind, yeah, and yeah. Since I mentioned someone, I've got to make it clear that in the 80s, there were a lot of religious fundamentalists saying that the game is satanic, and I'm the worst poster boy for Dungeons and Dragons there is, yeah, because after this video, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to 7.5 hours of Slayer straight, but as it is, I mean, they were really barking up the wrong tree. I mean, if you were looking for satanic stuff, it wasn't really happening that much in North America. Of course, it was there, but it was more of a metal thing that found its ultimate expression. Not one that I agree with. In Norway with the black metal scene, and they're burning down churches and things like that. It's awful. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. Yeah, D&D is about as satanic as a bus full of nuns. I just stole some words from Motley Crue. And oh man, did you guys ever see that troll guy? Motley Croutons. Okay, I'm reaching the 10-minute mark, And yeah, okay, you know, Michael, what was his name? Michael Stackpole. He wrote an excellent essay, but never mind about that. So right, we're talking about trolls right now, and this guy was like a real high level troll. So there was this big event for Motley Crue, and he goes to the event, you know, surrounded by 1,000 Motley Crue fans, and he's wearing a T-shirt. I still remember it to this day, called Motley Croutons. Get it? And it was like really cool because it had like a salad bowl and the decapitated heads of everyone in Motley Crue. So, never mind. Oh my, I gotta go. I've gone over the 10-minute mark. All right. So these videos, I guess, are between 10 and 11 minutes long. And time to teleport without error. All right. Bye for now, guys. See ya. Ciao.